conference high, and there's still a lot of time left in this game.
You know, Intal seems to have this propensity for erasing his personal high, conference high with every game in a variety of ways, as you mentioned, as part of his contribution. Nice twist in the air by the blitz known as Castro.
And he needed that for his confidence. Missed a number of easy layups. Finally gets one for himself.
17 for Castro. Algebra tries to slow things down. The corner shot. Oh, okay. This is basketball. You can say, may awa. And when you're shooting in such a rhythm, in such a flow, he has 28 points.
And like you said, he just broke his conference high.
And Ginebra now ahead 97-89. Now the guards of Talking Tex are now carrying the game on their shoulders here. Still a lot of time though, 6 and 29. Intal asking for it. Dances in the air. Missed the shot. Here's Alapag. No numbers. But don't tell that to Alapag. They grapple. They fight. They claw for it.
Oh,
there's a foul.
Tough foul. That is a tough foul. That's what you call a playoff foul. Willie Wilson giving up a hard foul.
And that'll be 4 against Wilson. The third on Barangay Ginebra. 6 and 10 remaining. And Castro's on your picture for a pair. Look at this swapper shot, courtesy of Macmac Cardona. From Pilipinas, Mr. Donatan, 5 piso lang. Swapper. Again, we start the semifinals on Wednesday. And our second game will be Pure Foods against San Miguel, and Alaska against one of these two teams will square off in our first game in the semifinals, which will be a best of 7. Open shot. Look at the position of the Ginebra big men for those offensive rebounds.
Everything going wrong on Talking Tex side right there. They did not contest that 3-point shot, so that means they had more people at the paint, but still unable to clear offensive glass. Barangay Ginebra playing with more passion right now and giving it their all, because rebounding is all about heart, and Barangay Ginebra showing much more at this point.
And if you can read the body language of Chot Reyes, it's about the effort they have at this point. Their legs seem to be so heavy with the burden of this series.
And it's tough for many of the players on the side of Talking Tex.
Okay, this is, I believe, a 30-second timeout. As always, it's brought to you by Handy Picks. Ang first aid ng bahay mo, bonds all, seals all.
And going back to the point that you said, medyo mabigat yung mga paa ng players ng Talking Tex. Coach Chot Reyes rather has shortened down his lineup. Not only does he not have Ranidel de Ocampo, remember that he was playing De Guzman a number of times, and in this game you can see konti lang yung ginamit niya ng mga players, and a lot of his players playing a lot of minutes, especially at that guard front.
Alapag is saying, I'm going to fire away, and in a matter of time something's going to fall in, and that's a 3-point shot. Alapag with a total of 13.
And again, we have to stress, you look at Barangay Ginebra, they're playing well, getting a lot of loose balls, hitting their outside shot. But up to this point, Talking Tex still in there, but Ginebra continues to shoot from the outside.
You know, we shouldn't call Tubit the saint. We should call him the dagger. He can really dig it in and turn it and make you feel so helpless. In the meantime, a loose ball foul.
And one of the things quite evident with Talking Tex, the inability to actually finish around the basket. They're big guys, seemingly afraid of finishing near the basket, which is kind of an irony, because when you look at Barangay Ginebra, there is no shot blocker on that team.
Correct.
There's not one shot blocker than that team. Eric Mek is their biggest guy, but he hasn't averaged more than 1 shot block a game, maybe since his first 4 years in the league.
Yes, not exactly part of his game. In the meantime, Chot Reyes requesting his team bring up the defense. Let's press a little. Let's force some turnovers here. 102.93 talk and text held way off the 100-point mark. At least with still 4:46 to go. Elterbrand, long distance call. Nobody home. Castro, Alapag says, I'll just go. I'll just go.
You called it. You said Jimmy Alapag, come the fourth quarter, even if he's having a bad shooting day, can turn it around, and he's starting to turn it around.
In the meantime, they got an offensive foul quickly to Patricia.
First time Coach Chot flared up in the huddle. He said to just focus on the rebounding. In fact, he was screaming to the boys to get those loose balls, Seth.
Exactly what we saw in the picture while you were listening into the huddle, Patricia, and Chot was talking body language-wise, box out. Go for it. Rebounding is desire, really. 4 and 20, and the lead is 6. Here's Ali Pick, kick out. Cardona's version of a 3. Go the other way. Chot Reyes' decision is not to mind the referees tonight. He's telling his team, let's go press. Less than 4 minutes. Menk digs in deep. Finds another way. Can't control it. And Dillinger takes away that ball. He already has 7 rebounds. Alapag jumps it over to Cardona. Cardona, they'll speak, fire away. Too sharp for the big guy.
And Eric Menk has been doing his job on defensive rebounding. He's a sole big man there, but he's already gotten a ton of rebounds, picking up 11.
John Wichigo saying, call a timeout, call a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. A chance for me to tell you that this ceasefire is brought to you by Handy Fix ang first aid ng bahay mo. Bonds all, seals all. If you never wants to map out something clean and clear to get some confidence with a good attempt at the basket.
Coach Jong noticing that a lot of possessions have gone up and down without really anything happening, especially movement on the scoreboard. So he feels right now, if he can get 2 points on the board, make this a minimum of an 8-point lead for his team, it really puts pressure on Talk and Text to score on each possession.
Kalantara, Tokyo, fourth Tonkatsu player of the game. Describe play. Oh, very difficult to describe. Very nice. No words apply. Not so good. Malay ko sa Japanese. Baguio hasn't done a ton here. Allowed his teammates to shine. In the meantime, this is an awful sight if you're talking text, because Menk is looking for his spot to be able to make that basket. He was isolated, Jason.
You know, they've gone to that well with Eric Menk because they feel that Talk and Text is not going to double.
Alapag, the ball hitting the nape of his neck before it bounced out. But you just like the heart of Jimmy Alapag. He's not going to quit. As long as he can run and shoot, he will. 3 minutes to go. Is Ginebra that far away from a date with Alaska in the semifinals? Intal launches. Can't get it to go. Follow-up. Yes. Jong Yichigo, a man who rarely shows a lot of emotion, delighted over that basket. And a timeout requested it, and I think it's a 30-second timeout. Look at Jong Yichigo.
And you can see right there which team is leading and which team needs to put up some points on the board to overcome a lead.
Andy Fix some first aid ng bahay mo. Bonzol, seals all. Sabi ng bata, bakit ako inaalok dito?
Alam mo sa akin, banner?
ano ako, tarp? This is a phenomenon that has confounded the social scientists. Robert Jaworski is no longer with this team, and the magic of this team continues to this day. And there's Jerry Gordon.